people, you got to stop calling it flashes. Like, it's not more than one flash art design. It's just called flash. Honestly, we get so many tattooers will talk to each other like, "Hey, did somebody call it flashes to you?" Because they keep calling it. Anyways, I digress. Flash art is again just singular and plural. Flash art is hand-drawn, hand-painted designs, oftentimes copied from generations before, and then maybe painted new or fresh for the next generation. And then also, just like any artist, any shop, they create their own flash as well. It's not copied from the old masters or whatever. When you get flash tattoos, you have to understand that these designs are going to be on you and, gasp, other people. You are not the first person that wants a dragon on your body, believe it or not. But sharing your art with other people is something that can actually bring you a little bit closer to the tattoo world and a little bit closer to other people who are tattooed. It's not necessarily all about you. Yeah, so some shops are exclusively flash, some are exclusively custom designs, but most do a little bit of both. So flash is just something you can come and just find a design in the portfolio, in the book, or off the wall, and just decide if you like it or not, and then get tattooed that day. Not every tattoo has to be about a dead relative or have like this deep philosophical meaning for you. There's nothing wrong with just getting something for aesthetic's sake. That's one huge branch of all arts, is the aesthetic. And of course, tattooing has its own aesthetics as well. Flash being a great representation of the traditional realm of tattooing. And the really cool thing about it too is, you don't have to have a bunch of emotional content put into this. It's just something fun. They're great for like souvenirs. They're great for collectors who want that kind of vintage look as well. But there's also modern flash too that looks nothing like traditional. But yeah, basically, long story short, don't be discouraged. Like if you're, by people who act like custom art is the end all be all in tattoo world. Custom designs are great too, but flash is a time honored, tried and true tradition that you can be a part of, and that's one cool thing where the public can join up and be a part of the tradition of tattooers as well. Don't look at like how the tattoo looks on the page and imagine it that way, because oftentimes these are really old and vintage, and these guys are really hampered by the time. Now we can make them a lot cleaner and a lot brighter and all that too. But there's nothing wrong with getting them exactly as you see and have that kind of folky kind of image as well. Anyway, so that's kind of the flash. Just go in, pick something off the wall that you like. Most shops will have so many, hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands and thousands. You'll find something you like. It's a very non-pretentious way to get involved in tattooing. Not that custom art is pretentious. I do probably like 99% custom myself personally. But that brings us to the next one, which is custom design. So you can go to your artist. Normally what's going to happen is they're going to set up, if they're a custom tattooer like myself, is they're going to set up a consultation with you. If you live in town, you can just pop in and sit down for 15 to half an hour and chat with them about what your ideas are. Come prepared with a deposit, an illustration fee, and plenty of ideas, both visual and mental, of what you like. And we'll go into that at a later date on a video that's just about the whole consultation process. So stay tuned for that. But the artist takes your idea. It's really cool because what happens is it's collaborative effect, right? So the artist takes your idea and then funnels it through their own vision and creates that drawing for you. So one thing you need to know about when getting custom designs, don't get your idea set so specifically on a certain aesthetic. Like if you've seen something drawn online or you've seen tattoo online, you don't go to the artist thinking you want that, because you're asking that artist to give you a 5, a 6, or a 7, when they want to give you their personal 10. So the best way to get a 10 out of an artist is look for an artist that you like, look at their online material, look at their portfolios. And again, we'll go into that at a later date too, about how to look at portfolios and what to look at. But find a quality artist and go there with your ideas, and they'll create an idea based off of your ideas, but it's going to come through their own filter and their own ego and how they experience the world. And that's cool because it's a collaborative effect, right? It's your idea driven through an artist who has an aesthetic that you like. And that's how custom tattoos work. And then they'll draw it up for you, and then sketch it. They'll schedule a day out for you, and they'll draw it up beforehand, and have it ready for you. Some artists show the designs beforehand. Some just show you the day of. Every artist has reasons for doing those things. It's nothing personal to the public. It's just that all artists encounter so many different types of people that they have their own persnickety ways about them. So Flash is one where it's just like, no fuss, no muss, no bother. You go in, you get a tattoo, you walk out looking cooler than when you walked in. Congratulations. Custom tattoo is great too. You go in with your idea and the artist creates it for you, and you have, a little bit more of you involved in that, which is cool too. And then the third one I wanted to touch on really quick is designs that come from other sources. Like maybe you are an artist, or maybe your friends are artists, or maybe you saw something online, or maybe you paid another artist to do it. These are great ideas. They don't really work out that well because 9 times out of 10, if not 10 times out of 10, the artist is going to have to redraw this because drawing for tattoos is a very specific thing. And drawing for illustrations is a totally different, and they're almost polar opposites. If not polar opposites, at least apples and oranges. So you, by all means, you can bring in an image to an artist. Some do other people's images, some don't. Generally, it's just a translation issue. So you have to understand that there's going to be a translation in that. So yeah, I just wanted to touch on those 3 things. 3 types of tattoo art that you can get right off the bat. Flash is the first, and then custom, and then you can get that maybe another artist illustration or painting translated into tattoo world. But yeah, good luck. Go out there and look for good quality artists, and they'll take care of you, whatever your needs are. Thanks, guys.